Physics is fun! Newton's first law is when an object at rest stays at rest, when an object that's moving keeps moving until a non-zero force acts on it. Newton's first law says that an object at rest stays at rest. Because the ball has no forces acting upon it, the ball stays at rest. Okay, go. When Natalie goes to kick the ball, she puts a force on the ball. The ball stays in motion until it hits something and stops. Newton's second law is the amount of force is the amount of mass multiplied by the amount of acceleration in an object. Wait. Okay. Natalie is showing Newton's second law by pulling the wagon with different strengths. She's pulling it really lightly now, so the force is less, and when she increases her pull, the force becomes greater. Therefore, her acceleration is greater too. Third law states that for every force there is an equal and opposite reaction force.
As Natalie pushes down, Mary Kate goes up, and this demonstrates Newton's third law. For every action there is an equal and opposite reaction.
First thing you need to know about physics is a force. A force is any push or pull on an object. Natalie is explaining the first part of force by pulling an object. She's pulling the wagon and showing force. Natalie is showing the second part of force by using a push. Natalie just pushed Natalie down the slide. Normal force is the force that keeps you from falling down. Here is Grace, and normal force is acting on her. Gravity is a downward force that pulls you towards the earth.
As Natalie jumps in the air, gravity pulls her towards Earth.
Friction is a force that resists movement and it generates heat. Static friction is the friction on an object when it is at rest. Kinetic friction is the friction on an object when it is moving. And air resistance is the friction on an object when an object is falling from the sky. While Mary Kate is sitting on the slide, she has a lot of static friction because she is not moving. But while Natalie pushes her down the slide, her kinetic friction decreases because she was moving. Tension is the force along a rope when it is being pulled in two different directions. Grace and Natalie are demonstrating tension. Right now there is not much tension in the rope, but as they pull backwards, the tension increases. Applied force is a force that makes an object move. Mary Kate is applying a force on Natalie by pushing her on the swing. Mass is the amount of stuff in an object. The coefficient of friction is the number related to friction. When friction goes up, the coefficient goes up, and when friction goes down, the coefficient goes down.
As Natalie pulls the wagon down the wood surface, the coefficient is small because the surface is smooth and there's less friction. As Natalie pulls the wagon down the grass, the coefficient is a little higher because the surface is less smooth and friction is greater. As Natalie pulls the wagon along the sand, the coefficient is greatest because sand isn't smooth and friction's really high.
While Natalie pushes her down the slide, her kinetic
and friction is great.
Physics is fun! I love love. Physics is fun!